Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the final 11 games in Fanatical's Platinum Collection of February 2025. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle, and have the opportunity to gain early access to videos by buying a copy through Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi. Your support means the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 11 we have Afterimage. A magical Metroidvania emerges as a strong title in its genre, offering a captivating 30-hour experience. As you guide Rennie, an amnesiac woman, and her floating companion Ifri through the lands of Hexguardian, the anime-inspired narrative begins modestly but evolves into a compelling journey of self-discovery and environmental exploration. The game's hand-drawn anime-inspired art style brings Hexguardian to life, with vibrant colors portraying both thriving nature and desolation. The narrative delves into themes of selfish desires, faith, and breaking cycles of violence, providing a rich backdrop to the Metroidvania experience. The environmental storytelling adds depth to each area, enhancing the overall narrative. Afterimage's strength lies in its open-ended sections, requiring careful exploration to unveil the vast setting. Traversal upgrades, like double jumping and underwater navigation, feel satisfying and seamlessly integrate into Rennie's controls. While some platforming quirks exist, the game's precise controls and well-placed respawn points make challenges both enjoyable and manageable. Combat in Afterimage is equally satisfying, offering various weapon types with distinct advantages. The introduction of magic adds a ranged dimension, though its viability compared to weapons may vary. Boss fights are plentiful and challenging, with interesting patterns to memorize. However, the balance can be disrupted by the player's exploration choices, leading to encounters that feel either too easy or overly challenging. Despite some exploits and quirks, Afterimage remains a magical gem for Metroidvania enthusiasts, offering a core experience that engages with its rich world, satisfying combat, and exhilarating platforming. At number 12 we have Hexguardian, a roguelike tower defense game that puts a unique spin on the genre with hex-based terrain manipulation. This game challenges you to defend your castle while reshaping the battlefield. At its core, you place defenses like crossbow towers, cannons, and foot soldiers to fend off waves of enemies. You also earn terrain tiles by defeating foes, letting you extend or redirect enemy paths. Closing off spawn points can be tempting, but doing so enrages enemies, making battles even tougher. Every wave offers 3 random upgrades, including new defenses, unit buffs, or spells. You'll also need to manage resources wisely, placing support structures like fishing spots to generate more coins. This balance between offense and economy keeps gameplay fresh and strategic. The presentation is charming, featuring soft 3D visuals that give everything a lighthearted, almost marshmallow-like feel. Battles are family-friendly, with defeated enemies vanishing in puffs of smoke. The soundtrack is upbeat, reinforcing the game's whimsical tone. With 5 core biomes, each featuring unique mechanics, every run feels distinct. The random generation of levels, card upgrades, and tiles ensures replayability. However, slow unlock progression and occasional unit pathfinding issues can be frustrating. If you love tower defense with a twist, Hexguardian is an addictive, strategic experience. It may not convert genre skeptics, but for fans, it's an excellent addition to your library. At number 13 we have Mercury Fallen, a relaxed sci-fi colony sim where you dig out a ruined underground facility, expand onto an alien world's surface, and manage colonists and robots. Your goal is to rebuild, explore, and uncover the mysteries of your new home. You start with a small group of colonists, awakening from stasis, only to find their facility in ruins. Step by step, you deconstruct debris, gather resources, and construct rooms tailored to your colonists' needs. Research unlocks new technologies, enabling you to expand further underground and above. Unlike other colony sims, Mercury Fallen is entirely non-violent. There are no enemies to fend off, just a slow, steady challenge of survival and progress. Exploration plays a significant role. You send expeditions to the surface, uncovering lore, new materials, and even more colonists. Managing resources is key, from setting up farms and power grids to ensuring colonists are well rested and motivated. Robots and clones help automate tasks, easing the burden of manual labor. The game's biggest strength is its relaxing pace, letting you build at your leisure. However, the slow progression might test your patience. Some UI quirks and a lack of deeper challenges can make long-term play less engaging. Replayability also depends on how much you enjoy the core loop of building and expanding. If you love colony sims like RimWorld, but want something more laid-back and exploration-focused, Mercury Fallen is a solid pick, especially if you grab it in a bundle. At number 14 we have The Gunk, a game where you embark on a visually stunning 3D platforming adventure as Rani, tasked with cleaning up a planet overwhelmed by a gooey substance called the Gunk. The game offers a feast for the senses, with breathtaking visuals and vibrant landscapes as you navigate through caves, plains, and rivers tainted by this ominous black substance. Your mission involves absorbing the Gunk to restore the world's color and beauty, and the transformation triggered by your efforts is a testament to the game's graphical prowess. While the visual spectacle is a highlight, the Gunk tends to play it safe compared to Image and Form's more inventive titles. The narrative, revolving around Rani and Bex exploring the planet, unfolds in a kid-friendly manner, punctuated with occasional swearing. The affable duo and their yellow delivery bot Kurt offer entertaining radio chatter, reminiscent of characters from other enjoyable games. However, the scanning mechanic, integral to upgrading Rani's power glove, feels underdeveloped, and the upgrades lack significant impact, often catering to combat scenarios that don't present a substantial challenge. Nevertheless, the joy of sucking up space carrots and berries remains a delightful aspect of the gameplay. The Gunk truly shines when the story transitions into 3D platforming, showcasing polished mechanics comparable to Nintendo's quality. Rani's responsive and confident leaping abilities make the platforming enjoyable, even if the challenges are somewhat limited. While the Gunk falls short of the inventive brilliance seen in Image and Form's previous titles, it offers a good, visually pleasing experience. Its breezy gameplay, captivating visuals, and engaging characters make it a worthwhile addition to your gaming repertoire. At number 15 we have Lost Eidolons, a tactical RPG that combines strategic grid-based combat with deep RPG elements. As Eden, a young mercenary, you lead a rebellion to overthrow a cruel emperor. Throughout 27 chapters, you experience combat, character relationships, and world building that add to the game's depth. The combat system is where Lost Eidolons truly shines. You'll encounter both human and monster enemies, each requiring different tactics. Humans have a weapon weakness system, while monsters require you to exploit rotating weak points for maximum damage. You can also customize your characters with multiple weapons, adding flexibility in combat. Magic is made more engaging with environmental interactions, like wet enemies reducing fire damage, but taking increased lightning damage. This adds a layer of strategy, particularly for mages. In between battles, you'll explore camp, interact with allies, and take on side quests. This provides a welcome break from combat and allows you to learn more about the world. A fast travel system keeps exploration manageable, so you won't get bogged down. While the story can feel lacking at times, and the character models appear emotionless, Lost Eidolons is an impressive debut for an indie studio. It offers in-depth customization, challenging combat, and plenty of RPG elements, making it an appealing choice for fans of tactical RPGs. Though it is not perfect, its strategic depth and mechanics will keep you engaged. At number 16 we have Munchkin Digital, a faithful digital adaptation that captures the humor and chaos of the original board game. This game retains the core mechanics of its physical counterpart while offering a streamlined digital experience. In Munchkin, your goal is to advance from level 1 to level 10 by battling monsters and collecting loot. The game's unique blend of offensive and defensive strategies comes to life as you navigate encounters with whimsical monsters and magical items. Players can assist or hinder each other, creating a dynamic and often cutthroat gameplay environment. The digital version replicates the charm of the physical game, featuring all the original cards and hilarious content. The interface is user-friendly, with prompts and timers that help manage turns and card play. The tutorial is helpful for newcomers, though experienced players will find it easy to dive in and strategize. Despite its strengths, Munchkin Digital faces some challenges. The AI is notably inconsistent, often collaborating in ways that undermine competitive play. This can lead to predictable outcomes and detract from strategic depth you might expect from human opponents. However, the game shines in multiplayer, offering smooth online play with friends or AI. Munchkin Digital delivers a fun and engaging experience that stays true to the spirit of the original card game. Its vibrant presentation and faithful adaptation make it a must-play for fans, especially if you can gather a group of friends for a digital dungeon crawl. At number 17 we have Station to Station, a train-themed voxel puzzle game that combines minimalist railway management with gorgeous ever-changing landscapes. This charming title draws you in with its balance of strategy and beauty. In Station to Station, you take on the role of a railway planner, tasked with connecting production points across various biomes. Whether it's linking a dairy to a cheesery, or connecting grain farms to mills, the goal is to create an efficient railway network while bringing the voxel-based world to life. Each connection lights up the map with vibrant colors, from golden fields to lush forests, as you watch your trains chug along the tracks. The game's challenge lies in resource management and planning. You have a limited budget to lay tracks, and once a station or track is placed, it cannot be moved. This means each decision counts, as poorly placed rails can lead to expensive, inefficient connections. However, Station to Station rewards creativity and efficiency, offering cards that help you optimize your railways with bonuses like cheaper bridges or heavier freight trains. Visually, the game is stunning. Its voxel art style is simple yet enchanting, making each level a delight to explore. Watching your trains traverse the countryside feels like building your own living model railway. Though short, Station to Station offers a satisfying blend of puzzle solving and artistry, perfect for anyone seeking a thoughtful and beautiful gaming experience. At number 18 we have Tales and Tactics, a roguelike auto-battler with a distinct tabletop gaming aesthetic. Set in a rich fantasy world, it blends strategic combat with a story-driven adventure, offering a unique take on the genre. You will find yourself engaging in hex-based battles with miniature-style units, all while competing in a grand tournament against AI opponents. The blend of decision-making and real-time combat makes for a compelling experience that rewards careful planning. The game's combat system is all about positioning and synergy. Each battle begins with you assembling a team of units, each of their own strengths, weaknesses, and special traits. Your goal is to build a squad that complements each other while countering your opponents. The game's randomness plays a significant role, as the units available in the draft are limited. Early battles can feel frustrating if luck is not on your side, but when everything clicks, the feeling of executing a well-planned strategy is highly satisfying. Beyond the battles, the Tales portion of the game introduces a branching narrative where you interact with the world and its inhabitants. While this adds flavor to the experience, the amount of text can sometimes feel excessive, slowing down the pacing. However, the game's atmosphere and customization options more than make up for it. With multiple difficulty settings, unlockable characters, and even multiplayer modes, there's plenty of depth for both newcomers and seasoned players. Tales and Tactics takes time to appreciate, but once you're familiar with its mechanics, it becomes an engaging and rewarding challenge worth diving into. At number 19 we have OTXO, a gripping action simulation game. In this roguelike top-down shooter, reminiscent of Hotline Miami, you don a mask on a subway ride, leading your consciousness into a haunted mansion where escape is elusive. The game's narrative, while simple, involves your character repeatedly reincarnating on the beach surrounding the mansion after each death, with minimal story content. Despite the lack of a deep narrative, the gameplay takes center stage, offering a fast-paced, intense experience. OTXO demands your constant attention and punishes small errors, sending you back to the beginning upon death. The core gameplay loop involves facing waves of enemies and challenging bosses, creating a riveting and frustrating experience. The high stakes keeps you engaged, requiring strategic thinking and precision in every action. A unique aspect of OTXO is the weapon stealing mechanic, encouraging experimentation and exploration with different weapons. The game's customization options, including weapon and drink selection, add depth to each run, providing various strategies and keeping the gameplay exciting. Unlockable weapons and drinks, obtained through in-game currency, contribute to the customization, although the shared currency for upgrades and unlocking new mechanics introduces decision-making challenges. While enemy variety is limited, the readable patterns and intense boss fights make up for it. The soundtrack enhances the overall experience, complementing the game's ambiance with catchy and intense music. OTXO's visual design effectively differentiates characters and weapons, creating a captivating atmosphere. OTXO offers an exhilarating and intense gameplay experience, demanding strategy and precision. Despite some frustrations with the currency system and enemy variety, the game's solid mechanics and customization options make it a compelling choice for fans of high-intensity games. At number 20 we have Hexarchy, a streamlined 4-act strategy game that blends traditional hex-based tactics with a deck-building mechanic to offer quick, intense matches lasting around an hour. If you've ever wished for a shorter, more focused take on games like Civilization, this might be the game for you. The game's familiar hexagonal map packs civilizations close together, pushing players into conflict right from the start. Instead of lengthy build times, every action is card-based, making turns swift and impactful. You'll start by establishing a capital, then draw cards to explore, build, or expand your empire. The deck includes cards for technology, military units, wonders, and more, allowing you to unlock new strategies on the fly. Each turn, you're dealt with a hand and allocated a limited number of hammers, which act as the game's primary currency. This forces careful resource management to optimize your moves. Combat is central. Diplomacy is notably absent, so it's all about outmaneuvering your rivals on the battlefield. Units can capture hexes quickly, allowing for rapid territorial expansion, though the AI seems to advance in technology a bit too rapidly at times. The game offers multiple modes, including hegemony challenges, skirmish, and online multiplayer, ensuring replayability. The art style is vibrant, though identifying resources on hexes can be tricky. A missed opportunity lies in the lack of naval units, which would have added more strategic depth. Hexarchy offers a refreshing twist on the 4X genre, perfect for quick tactical sessions, without sacrificing too much strategic depth. At number 21 we have Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, a highly approachable RPG that appeals to both seasoned players and newcomers alike. An interdimensional rift has torn open, unleashing an overwhelming terror upon the realm. Despite valiant efforts by various nations to repel the enemy, victory remains elusive. Now, an opportunity arises for you to quell this menace, yet the path to success is far from straightforward. Your actions will initiate a cascading sequence of events, forever altering both your destiny and the world at large. This game distinguishes itself as an accessible RPG title by progressively introducing diverse game systems, sparing players from an overwhelming information overload. Embracing a more traditional RPG style, it offers a gradual, immersive experience, affording ample time to absorb crucial details and make informed decisions for your adventurous journey. With the ability to tailor your own character to suit your playstyle, and an impressive selection of 25 classes, 12 character races, and over 1,000 spells, feats, and abilities, the game provides a wealth of choices for customization. Moreover, its user interface stands out for its clarity and logical design compared to many peers within the genre. The game's dark tone masterfully aligns with the world's lore, where hope seems like a fading memory. It further enhances accessibility by allowing players to opt for either turn-based or real-time combat, permitting strategic adaptability in various combat scenarios. The combat itself maintains a faster pace, a notable contrast to the more gradual adventuring aspect. The alchemy system adds depth to the crafting mechanics. Notably, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous boasts exceptional voice acting, a rarity in classic RPGs. While the story could have been further refined, it remains adequate enough to drive players forward. The game embraces the hallmark of a good RPG by offering meaningful dialogue choices that significantly impact the game's progression and narrative. These choices often navigate morally ambiguous territory, transcending the conventional notion of good versus evil. Aligning with apparent antagonists to advance one's own agenda can lead to numerous compelling outcomes. In conclusion, this game's outstanding accessibility features and commendable pacing make it equally enjoyable for newcomers and seasoned veterans. With its wealth of choices, engaging combat mechanics, and impactful decision-making, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is a compelling RPG experience. And that is all for the second part of this bundle. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And maybe consider unlocking early access to videos by buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.